Arcade Heroes.
Now let's take a look at the Bandai Namco Amusements booth as seen at IAAPA 2015 in Orlando, Florida. We've got several games to cover, so let's jump right into it. Let's start off with the property that's on everybody's minds this year, Star Wars, in particular the Star Wars Battle Pod Flat Screen Edition. This was developed to get the game into more locations, particularly movie theaters, who will be airing the game in December. The movie in December, sorry, episode 7, of course. The way the game plays, it's just like the deluxe Battle Pod version, just now without the curved screen, the wind effects, or the camera. Of course, this does have a link to play so that you can team up and see who does the best, but also get a team score out of that. So this one has the exact same controls and a similar style to the cabinet as the deluxe version does. And in fact, they did have the deluxe pod there, 2 of them, and running new software that is linked up, and as you can see here, the camera actually works on the linked version. Now unfortunately, it does not work in single player still for, say, showing off your achievements in a high score table, but hopefully they add that later. Another thing that I'd guessed might be at the show, wasn't 100% sure about that, but was very happy to see, was a standard version of Time Crisis 5. So the cabinet is very similar to the deluxe version, but instead of 2 55-inch screens, it now has 2 42-inch screens. And so this allows them to sell it at a lower price point than the deluxe, and it also doesn't take up quite as much space as that one did. The deluxe took up, I think, about 13 feet wide, and this one, it just felt like the Time Crisis 4 or 3 or 2 dual screen cabinets as far as how much space it took up. Also, what you're seeing here is the True Mastermind edition, which added 3 more levels to the content as it was released earlier this year. Earlier this year, it was released with only 3 levels, and so they finished the remaining software and the remaining stories. You can find out what happens with Wild Dog and who's the true mastermind behind it all. I didn't play through that all the way, but as you can see, still maintains a really good look about it. The graphics are pretty sharp and detailed, and the lighting's pretty nice. And so hopefully this game will be showing up in more locations out there, since it's going to be a little easier for them to obtain. Another unexpected surprise to see at the show was this title imported from Japan called Ace Angler. It's a fishing game like we've seen many times before, like Harpoon Lagoon, but what's different about it is that it actually has a fishing rod controller that you cast. You actually shake it like you're casting it, and it throws the hook onto the screen, then you reel the fish in, which is really cool. You can also pick your hooks. According to Namco, this had been performing phenomenally. They put it in Dave & Buster's, and it was the first time they had seen one of their videos skyrocket to the top of the Dave & Buster's earnings amongst all the redemptions. So, pretty cool piece. Redemption concept that they brought is Whack'em Funky Gators. Now, for those redemption fans out there, you'll probably recognize this one, as it was a purely mechanical redemption game that Namco had a long time ago. I don't remember the exact release of that. This is the same basic idea. It's like whack-a-mole with the gators, but instead of you having to worry about the mechanics of it all, it's all video, so a lot less upkeep on that one. They also brought a new Pac-Man Air Hockey table, a 4-player table, as you can see here, with all the Pac-Man design to it. Looks really nice, and that was being played quite a bit. They also had a Pac-Man skee ball machine, which was kind of cool, but I forgot to get some footage of that. We'll end it off with this last look at World's Largest Pac-Man, which also could be called World's Largest Galaga as well, as it has both games on it. But we'll leave you with that, and keep checking my YouTube for more, and thanks for watching.